Man, this article about Pattinson's really pissing me off, but I can't make a video about it because everybody thinks I'm a DC hater. Hello. Jesus. Chad, don't bother me when I'm... John Campea said what? I'll check it out. I think I get to make this video now. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button with the veracity of literally any other Batman except for Robert Pattinson, and let's get right into this video. Now, yes, I personally do agree with the little rant that John Campea went on earlier today about Robert Pattinson's Batman and his comments about refusing to work out. I frankly think it's absolutely ridiculous. But hold on, DC fans, before you get too mad, I had executive producer Tara Zahn give me a little bit of a statement here from someone at the channel that feels very differently than I do, just so that you are aware that here at the Den of Nerds, we have an eclectic group of people with differing opinions. So I will now read Tara's comments, which are not mine, and then I will tell you why she's wrong. And Tara says, everyone expects this Batman to start out as bulked up superhero, but he is just in early stages. I'm sure if you open up that negative Nancy mind and let your preconceived notions about this Batman needing to build on previous yet irrelevant to this trilogy bats, you can see my point. Bruce will bulk up throughout this. We are starting a new trilogy. I personally don't want to see an old, muscle-bound Batfleck-like dude out of the gate. If you look at year one, he starts physically training. We're going to watch him fumble and figure things out and grow. We've always kind of had movies start in the middle of a Bat storyline where he's in his groove. Pattinson is an incredible actor, and I really think that this is no big deal. During filming and throughout this trilogy, you will see the Batman you are wanting develop. Let go of all the other movies and where Bruce is 80 years from the start of comics and just think in terms of the arc that Reeves is doing. He wants us to see Bruce as vulnerable and flawed and figuring it out so we grow with him like we did with Tony Stark. Okay, so totally fair points there by Tara. I get what she is saying, right? And I think that, currently I've sort of been hating on the Batman. I'm not that thrilled about it. And a lot of the things I hear Matt Reeves say and Pattinson say just sort of, for me, turn me off even more. They make me feel like my notions about this film are correct. But I get what she is saying. And there's this idea that we're going to grow with Batman over time. And people keep bringing this up. They're like, Josh, don't you know this is 2 years into him being Batman? Don't you know? Don't you know this is just the beginning? He's going to grow. He's going to get more technology. He's going to literally bulk up throughout time and all of that. And I get that. But now let me put that aside for a second. And let me explain to you exactly what Robert Pattinson said and what John Campea said about it, and then why I actually agree with John Campea, okay? Because, it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, right? We're having fun here. But ultimately, when I read this article, I'm not even kidding. I was getting very frustrated as I read his comments. So let me read what he said right now. This is on Insider.com. It says right here, the Batman star Robert Pattinson says he refuses to work out while quarantined and thinks that people who exercise frequently are, quote, part of the problem. I think if you're working out all the time, you're a part of the problem, Pattinson said, who stars as Bruce Wayne / Batman in Matt Reeves' upcoming movie. You set a precedent, he said. No one was doing that in the 70s, even James Dean. He wasn't exactly ripped, he added, referring to the late actor who's best known for roles in East of Eden and Rebel Without a Cause. Important to note here, GQ senior staffer writer Zach Barron, who interviewed Pattinson, also noted that the trainer hired by Warner Brothers to work with the star gave him a Basu ball and a weight, but Pattinson has used neither. Literally, I'm just barely doing anything, the Tenet star said, explaining that Zoe Kravitz, who plays Selena Kyle and Catwoman, has been doing nothing but working out 5 days a week while at home. Pattinson also said in that interview that the film studio has been sending him food as a part of a meal plan. Okay, so that's what he said, and you probably know if you're watching this video, but maybe you don't. John Campea did a rant about this on his show this morning, and I gotta be real with you, he was like a little fired up, you know what I mean? I feel like maybe a little slightly quarantine-induced rage there, because he did sort of go off the deep end on this rant specifically, but the spirit of what he is saying is true. And there's a couple of things that John brings up in his rant about this, talking about Gal Gadot and how she really entered a physical transformation to become Wonder Woman. He talks about Hugh Jackman and Hugh Jackman's sort of, crazy physical prowess that he developed over time with the Wolverine character, and he felt like that was an important part of being that character. So I think those are very good points to bring up. John also said in his rant that he sort of feels like Pattinson is disrespecting the modern superhero genre and what that means to people and what it means to portray these characters on screen. And this is really where I take the most agreement with John. I am super confused as to why, if you are going to play Batman, you are not trying to become a physical specimen. One of the things about Batman is he is literally insane. Like, he's insane. He does nothing but just work out, train his body, train his mind, and then plays the part of Bruce Wayne. He's not Bruce Wayne. He's Batman. Like, he's insane with his work ethic. And this is like one of the things that was depicted really well in the Christian Bale version of the character, right? Where he's like coming out of bed, hitting the push-ups, like just constantly training his body. That's Batman. Batman knows, because he's a human being and there's all of these supernatural threats out there, that he has to have his body and his mind in peak physical condition. And so to me, it's just really disrespectful to the character to not be pushing your own physical prowess. As John points out in his rant, this dude's getting paid millions of dollars. And look, I get it. You know, it's quarantine. It's weird. But I assure you, he is not stuck in the kind of house that most of us are stuck in right now. He probably has little parts of his house that he can literally move his quarantine around into. You know what I mean? Like, this dude has everything that you could ask. You know what I mean? Like, this is one of those things that's just, to me, really crazy. Now, maybe it's not that big of a deal. And as Tara points out, like, this is a Batman that's at the beginning stages of his career. But to me, that doesn't explain why Pattinson isn't getting into better shape. Because Pattinson and Bruce Wayne are like different entities, right? Bruce Wayne, yeah, maybe he's not as bulky and as big as he should be. But Pattinson doesn't look like Batman. He has to try to look like Batman. Like, the thing that's crazy is when you look at his stunt double fills out that suit like so much better than Pattinson. It's going to be really visually distracting if Pattinson doesn't bulk up. And it's not one of those things that's like, oh, dude, it's not a big deal. Like, oh, it's whatever, man. We're gonna get it to work. No. The mise-en-scène and the vibe of an actor is created in a lot of their stature, their physicality, right? What did I just say about Katie Sackhoff and how she's going to be so great as Bo-Katan? It's because she brings a physicality to the role. The reason I like Gina Carano in that role in The Mandalorian is because she's physical. I believe it. You need to suspend your disbelief. And this was something that was specifically an issue with Robert Pattinson. He's a skinny dude. He's a skinny ass dude, and he doesn't look like any type of person that would be able to fight crime in any way. And so I think there's a big disparity between who he is right now and what his frame is like and what's acceptable for Bruce Wayne, even in the context of this movie being Bruce Wayne at an early stage in his development. Now, the bigger picture here, and what I don't want to get too Haiti on the Batman and all that. We'll see. We'll get more information. But the vibe I am getting, why I have been concerned about this film since all the little things have been coming out, is because I feel like the film is more interested in doing something cinematic with the Batman mythos and with that character than doing a great Batman movie. And that's just my thing. And so this is just another feather in the cap of that theory and that thing that bothers me. It bothers me that they aren't going to make a great Batman movie. It bothers me that the Batmobile has an open engine that could be easily shot or, hurt by an enemy. It bothers me that this Batman looks like he's literally wearing hockey pads. All of these things bother me, okay? Now, I'm not here to tell you that it's going to be doomed, it's not going to be a bad movie, but I just want to sort of voice my opinion about these things. And when it comes to this issue of him not working out, and this crap about James Dean, it's like, look, maybe he was joking, and I'd love to have somebody tell me like, oh, he was just joking, and him to correct the record, but I highly doubt that. Pattinson just seems like the kind of guy that's going to give those kind of answers. Like, if you're working out all of the time, you're a part of the problem? Dude, what? Have you seen the physical transformations that a lot of the MCU actors went through? It's just like crazy to me that you would think that they're a part of the problem. They created a culture and they helped to foster in this new mythological storytelling, the new wave of comic book movies that have kept theaters alive. And, you know, maybe you're on the Scorsese side of that argument and you think it's all a bunch of crap and it's theme parks and everything like that. But the truth of the matter is it's affected a lot of people positively. A lot of people love that stuff and feel galvanized by it. It's a responsibility and a privilege to be able to play one of these great characters that people love so much. I think if you want to take it seriously, you have to be working out. You have to be getting physical because that is what the character is. It's not like I'm shaming the dude just because in general he doesn't want to work out. That's not the point. The point is he's playing Batman. The studio wants him to have a physical prowess. The audience expects him to have a physical prowess. The character has a physical prowess. He's like of the most elite people on the planet, of the most privileged people on the planet, getting paid millions of dollars to do this, and he's got nothing else going on. I'm sorry. It does feel like a spit in the face to Batman fans to come out and say like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. Not really feeling it, guys. You know, Catwoman's working out all that time. That's fine. Whatever. I'm just not really feeling it. You know what I'm doing during quarantine? Pretty much nothing. I'm doing pretty much nothing. You know, the studio keeps calling. They keep trying to do me all this stuff. I'm doing nothing. So look, I'm not going to get as animated and crazy about it as John did, but I'm here to tell you, I agree. But of course, that's just my opinion. Not even everybody within the Den of Nerds actually feels that way. You know, I read Tara's comments about it, so I want to know what you think about this. Am I reading too far into it? Did John freak way too much out about it? Yeah, he totally did. Do you agree more with Tara? Whatever you're thinking about the Batman in this situation with Pattinson not working out, please let us know in the comments section below. And now let's shout out Mike Faso. Indeed, the little dragon familiar is named Lockheed, and yeah, he used to hang out with Kitty Pryde during the Claremont X-Men. So shout out to you, Mike. And now let's ask another nerd card question before we get out of here. I want to know, what is the name of the character that claims to be Bruce Wayne's long-lost brother during the New 52? Yeah, what was the name of the character that's supposedly Bruce Wayne's brother? Answer that question in the comment section below. If you absolutely need more nerdy content in your life, click or tap over there to watch some more of our videos, or come on by our live streaming channel where we do live streams every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like this video if you liked it. If you want to take your support to the next level and join the list of amazing people you see below, check out our Patreon for some behind-the-scenes content. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.